Oh wait, it does work. But I need my new controller. Since we're going to speedrun, I might as well have that privilege. Boom, feels nice. Hey everyone. What's up, young Venice Rambler and Ruined Terror? Hope you're all doing well. Hang on. Gotta get a few things out of the way though. So in a short amount of time I'm going to explain what the plan is. But I have to open a few things first. Yes. File. Open process. Monster Hunter. Oops. Yes. Monster Hunter World, keep current address lists. Okay. Meal editor. Why doesn't it work? It worked last time. Open process. No, that's not correct. God damn it. Probably should have done that before the stream. Okay, now it works. Bam bam. Skill 1, skill 2, skill 3. Change records to Fairwine Heroics, yes, yes. Value to Fairwine Lander. Skill 3. Skill numero 3. The booster. Boom. Health modification 0. Okay. Now what I've done, I've set up a meal editor through Cheat Engine to allow me to always hit 0 HP and always get these 3 food skills. Just making sure it's consistent. Plus, Audrey, what monster are you going to run? Lord, it's all the fun. It's alright. Hang on, I gotta grab my phone though. Since I do want to read live chat. But yeah, plus Ultra, thank you for tuning in, buddy. No, I do not want to watch that video. Sorry, I haven't set up anything prior to that. Then it's time to chill my stream. Streaming. Boom. Here we go. Okay, then what else? Do I have everything set up? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so today we are primarily going to speedrun Nergigante, and it's going to be very interesting since I've only done like 50 attempts or so. This is my entire loadout. 3 items. If you're wondering what I'm going to do, I'm mostly going to just buff up quickly and then use poison bombs in between his attacks where I can't do anything anyway. Not exactly sure how they're going to perform. Mo has where is it? Panico info. He has Molotov cocktail just to deal some damage and the highest blast weapon, so I can proc it more often. No, not TA rerolls. And for my set, it's pretty cool. We have Impact Mantle and Evasion Mantle. It's primarily focused on getting the right amount of defense, so I can proc heroics easily off of a single attack while maximizing my attack skills. Young Venice, you don't have to delete your comments every time. It's alright. What's interesting about this set, we have Slinger Capacity 1 on the Impact Mantle. This is so after the first Slinger burst to the wallbang, we have enough ammunition to do another wallbang without having to collect more ammunition, which is basically the most interesting part about this build. Other than that, it's just going to be a KO into Evasion Mantle and deal a ton of damage. Dune, your boys and dog. Dune, thank you for tuning in. I just saw the cat and realized my question was pointless. Yeah, you don't have to delete him. And then, as you can see, this is augmented to get some crits, since we're not always going to hit weak spots. Since, well, we are going to connect a lot to his arms and not always hit the head. And then it's just maximum amount of attack. We don't need more sharpness, since this attack augments through Safijiva or just regular augments increase your base equipment attack. And the way Evasion Mantle and heroics work, they increase the attack depending on how much equipment attack you have. This is why it's not better in this case to go for attack skills rather than sharpness on the augments, since this allows us to have a higher cap total. It's not that important, the difference is quite minor, but it's there. And we have the Guts Charm, so we can survive a singular blow. That seems like a Nergi set for heroics. Yes, it is. People Angel from Mr. Phil. People Angel to you too. A Switcher Sword skin gives you more advantage, like visual cues for your timings. No, it doesn't. It's just fun. What is your current best time? None, because I always reset. Legit, I've done 50 attempts and I haven't gone past the first 30 seconds, so you're going to enjoy this. Spoiler, it's going to be a ton of resetting, and you're going to see why very quickly. I forgot my overlay, but that's fine. Don't need it for the first attempt. So, what are we going to do? I'm going to equip Impact Mantle immediately, try to grab the Slinger Torch, then buff. And then we want to run up to his right claw, and we need a very specific positioning. Then dodge for... I'm just going to show you. And that run is dead already because I connected to the wrong side of his head. We need to land on his right side of the face, and I've connected to the left side. Why is that an issue? Because we have to do only one slap in order to hit the wallbang, since we want two and not one. So this is already a reset. The run is already dead, which is very, very bothersome. And I still haven't found a way to fix that inconsistency other than hoping for a proper size. My best bet would be to have a tiny bit more distance, but that's very finicky, since this quest does not have a set size. The size varies, so... hang on, I do want to open my Smart Hunter. Okay. No Mega Demon Drug isn't the best way to buff Demon Drug, Demon Powder, and Might Seed. No, we're going to hit the attack cap, and Demon Drug isn't going to increase our attack in that case, so it's just a time waste. Through Evasion Mantle and Heroics, you are most likely guaranteed to hit the attack cap. Claw is inconsistent in general, yes, but it shouldn't be. Normally in a run you don't want to be inconsistent. So now why did I cheat engine my meals? Again, so I can always have exactly 100 HP and always have Heroics land and booster. Tilt level is 4% first attempt. Nah, I'm not tilted yet. see this as more of an educational opportunity for me to show you how speedrunning is done and how inconsistent it can be. For example, this Nergigante has no crowns. He also has some very, very slight HP variation. It's not a big deal. You need to equip the impact mantle before picking up the torch pots, since we have slinger capacity 1, and if you don't have it, we're going to end up with 5 instead of... Okay, this is a nice attempt. Then we want to wallbang. And then what we're going to... And this is another thing, I don't know what causes it. Sometimes the wallbang doesn't connect. Sometimes I get a mini golden crown who does hit the wall. Sometimes I get a silver crown in bigginess and he doesn't hit it. It's weird. But yeah, this was... I can't cheat the size unless I make my own quest version. I don't know how to do that. It's an event quest, I can't manipulate event quests. Michelle, hey to you too. If you're doing TA, you probably shouldn't tilt at all, just failure in your stride. TA does have some setups too, otherwise you will end up with... you will get nowhere. So again, varying size does matter, and I don't know how large he has to be in order for me to hit the wallbang, etc. But yeah, it's a very inconsistent strat if you don't try to manipulate RNG. And I don't know the specific thresholds. This was way too far. As you can see, this is... well, it's Iceborne speedrunning. In general, Iceborne has made speedrunning certainly harder, since the setups do require a lot more finicky actions compared to base game. In base game it was mostly pull the monster, try to proc heroics or not, depending on if it was actually worth it, since sometimes monsters die quicker than expected. And then perhaps a flash bomb or a trap. That was base game. Now you have to land claw, do a nice wallbang, perhaps do another wallbang. That's why many base game speedrunners have quit speedrunning. Basically that. Boom. I'd be surprised if we did get one. Okay, this is tiny crown. It's most likely not going to work out, but let's try it anyways. Wrong side again. I mean, I could, technically, I could just say, okay, fuck the second wallbang, but it's quite important, since the way Arena Nergigante works has a set AI once you hit certain HP thresholds. So once you deal X amount of damage, he is going to do his dunk, and that is quite important to firstly proc heroics, then to predict the fight, and to go from there, since it does leave him for quite some nice openings. The way you want to do it is do the first wallbang, then soften him again, then do a singular dunk to apply some KO damage. Then he's going to roar at you. You're going to get hit by the first one. You can't get hit by the second, and fuck. If you get hit by the spikes and not his initial dunk, you will get bleed debuff, and that causes you to immediately die once you do anything. So you want to get hit by the first one, then you want to have a nice position too. Then you want the second wallbang. That's why we need it, so we can manipulate the fight. And then from there he's just going to scream, you're going to do a perfect rush, he might trip, he might do a clagger, you're going to deal more damage, and then he's going to scream again, etc. until he dies. From there, from the second wallbang, there isn't too much RNG. There's mostly positioning and trying to be precisive. Camille Fournier. What is confusing you? Why are you giving me 2 question marks? If you have any questions, just ask me. So in this case he has like 700 HP more, which again isn't a huge deal. Oh nice. Is he going to connect though? Yes. Okay, so what we want to do now, do another claw, so his head is softened. That was wrong. I should have done a perfect rush. Then we're going to get hit. This might be the furthest. Yes. And no, my positioning was messed up. Okay. I'm still going to try anyways, but this run should be over. It's 100% not. Okay. So, in this case, I should have moved to the left, because after he dunks me and I'm laying on the ground, I have to connect my claw immediately and do the wallbang. In this case, it wasn't possible, because I was facing away from the wall and he was looking to the left, from my perspective. Which means I would have grabbed his left side of the face, and my slap would have gone to the right, and he wouldn't have had any walls to connect with. So he would have either had to face to the right, so I could do one slap and then wallbang him, or I should have had a different positioning, so I could have grabbed the right side of his head. So yeah. This is why I might drop this particular run and work on something else, because first it's inconsistent through his size, and then you have to be very finicky. And I gotta admit, I thought the strategy behind this run is very simple, but that's about where it ends. Silver Ruffalo's had a finicky setup, but not nearly as... Okay, this run is dead. Why were these things said? What do you mean, Fly? For some reason, Capcom tries to push Nergigante's popularity further than usual by giving him crossover cameos in other games, like they try to make him an iconic character for Monster Hunter like Rathalos. Probably because he's more or less a fan favorite. He's a good fight. He's a very hard fight if you just started out, and Monster Hunter World was the first Monster Hunter for so many people, and I can assume many have got a liking for Nergigante. So, feel like I missed something. Oh, getting delays. Oh, what do you mean delays? Why were these things said? Do you mean... I don't get it. I'm just explaining how Runa Nergigante works. Pew. Fail. Above Mitch and Young sad stuff. Oh. Basically a lot of patience. Now the explanation was normal, so getting buffering. Oh. In that case I might have to edit to make the to have medium latency, because right now I have ultra low latency, which might cause the delay. Buffs at random, the stream itself is not... YouTube is laggy lately. I mean, if more people are having this issue, then it's most likely going on my end. If only you have that problem, it's likely on your end. Oh man, Nergigante, why are you the way you are? This is really one of the main things I do dislike about Iceborne speedrunning. Just, not really the claw, just... yeah. Just the setup revolving around the claw being way too finicky. But that seems like several minutes of lag. Only speedruns today. Depending on the mood, I definitely want to only speedrun for the first hour. I don't know how this is going to go since, well, right now I don't see how else I can really improve other than for the very initial setup. I don't know what I could change a whole lot other than trying to stand slightly different. Cell phone and GU stream. Several minutes of lag. Oh, this is Silver Crown. I can tell you one thing though, there is a lot of criticism online about speedrunning in Monster Hunter and how unrealistic it is. I didn't believe it in the base game. Nope, hit his shoulder. For perfect runs in the past, for some weapons, not all of them, of course, I think that to some extent that was just a straight lie and didn't have a real place in any argument. But nowadays I do think it does hold some truth to it. I mean, Michelle, the thing I want the main aspect of speedrunning isn't to show how easy monster it is. Sometimes it's not even easy at all like this, it's just very inconsistent. What speedrunning should be about is trying to teach which opportunities you can have with different setups. Of course, nobody's going to run that casually, that's for sure. But for example, the initial setup might, the way how I use the wall banks might be, this is way too off again, and I didn't go through this raw. Bob and Nutritive Apple, both thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. What the fuck? I do not want to watch a Twitch stream. Okay, I'm back, and this Freedom 1 stream is weird. Hey, it's Saturday, okay? Today wouldn't have been, there wouldn't have been, shit. There would have been no Freedom 1 stream. But thank you for reminding me of the monstrosity of the game. I certainly miss being a Corvatard main, Heroics DB's Evasion Mentor R17 P1. Playing Word after a bit of third makes it very awkward. I keep pressing back instead of confirm. That is something I had to get used to for quite a while. The more third you play, the better it gets, but my dear Bob, I hope you're enjoying third. It's a great game. How hard is it? Oh, hang on. I said in the description that I wanted to focus and wouldn't talk too much during the run itself. And now I'm doing the exact opposite. Oh, come on. It is great. That's what I thought, buddy. How hard is it to complete a Tri-Ultimate and 4 Ultimate solo compared to Freedom Unite? I mostly use Greatsword, Hammer and Lances in range. I saw that the G-Rank Fatalistry, it wasn't easy but manageable. Which G-Rank Fatalistry do you mean? I do have to say 4 Ultimate might be a bit tricky since it has endgame content, where you have to face monsters that go up to level 140, and by that point many of them have Apex status and then I think 2 or 3 times their stats, which is very hefty. So that, I think 4 Ultimate to complete solo and have good endgame stuff is very, very demanding. Answer whenever you're comfortable. I'm comfortable all the time. If you believe it or not, currently I'm a lot more chill than I would, than I would be trying to hunt any monster, since this is a script. I have the script in my head. I don't really have to think about it. Not right now. I have to admit, I haven't gone past the first 30 seconds of the fight, so for me right now it's just rinse and repeat. The two normal crimson and white. No, I mean in which game, since Dry Ultimate and 4 Ultimate both have G-Rank as well. Wrong side again, yes. $1 for every time I hit the wrong side, okay? G was such a better game overall. Tabris and Hawk, both of you, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well and staying safe during the corona time. To get over your laziness, I'm proud of you, man. I'm just practicing, or rather I'm attempting to even get to the point. I do not want to know how much the Japanese runner who had the 2 minutes and 39 seconds run, how much he grinded. Because his runs, most of his setups are incredibly finicky. Please? No. I need to play Geo or Double Cross, man, it looks so fun. I might play some more Geo in the near future. I've played it up to G4, but then stopped immediately after getting there. And I still haven't played through the post-base game village. I need to get back to Generation Ultimate, but my hands hate me right now. Aww. Excuses again? Nergigante, why are you the way you are? We are 25 minutes in and we haven't gotten past the first 10 seconds of the fight. We've gotten past the first wallbang once and then failed. Isn't that fun? If you're wondering how I feel right now, I'm really chill and this is more like a just chatting stream for me. Like, I'm not doing much else. Boom. This is going to be... oh, fuck, never mind. I was way too... I was too close to his head anyway. At Michi. Huh? Wait, is you Michi from TDS? Flee. 21 people tuned into high skill gameplay, and this is what they get. Oops. Tabris, thank you, man. Wish you to be satisfied. I love your live streams. They're my favorite podcast. Aww. Now imagine if they were podcasts. I gotta set my chair correctly so I can try to relax even more. No, someone from Mathless Discord. Oh. Nice copy pasta fly. I appreciate it though. Yes, no. God damn it. Why is it so inconsistent? I'd love to talk to the Japanese runner, but he can't really speak English. And he doesn't have a Discord or anything. He doesn't have any contact data on his profile, so I can't even ask him how it went for him or how many tries, or rather how many attempts he had to undergo. I still have yet to watch that loading screen podcast with you in it. It's quite messy since it was the first podcast we made that didn't have a script, so it was quite messy. So when you're watching it, please keep it in mind. And I do not have a lot of interaction with other English speakers, like actually talking and not just texting. So I do stutter quite a lot since I didn't have the same amount of time to think about what I'm trying to say. If you're involved in a podcast where you want to constantly talk, it can be quite difficult to keep track of the conversation, and then stutters happen. Several points for acknowledging that English stuff in the podcast. What do you mean, Fly? Shake my head from Bob. Shake my head too. That is an absolute shake my head. I do have to admit though, I am not anxious, but I definitely have. I spend too much time thinking about my English for no reason. Maybe try rolling a bit back. But then I'd connect to his wing or his claw. I have to roll to the side, otherwise I'm not going to connect to his head. If I rolled forward or to the back, I'm going to connect to the claw or to the wing. And I don't want either. Maybe, nah. I've tested it, we have to roll to the right side. Oh, this is... Oh, okay, maybe. I found a way to make it more consistent. God damn it! Needs just to adjust according to the monster. One of these days, Phil will get that right side of the face. I just did. Why is this happening? You know, people who like to play gacha games on their mobile, this is my gacha on PC. My daily amount of gacha. God damn it. If somebody wants to edit that and make a make a highlight, this should be in it. Oh man. Might need to try to speedrun something else, or just do TA rules so I can avoid all of that bullshit now. The main thing is I don't like TA rules, I don't like the fights. But perhaps this... Never mind. You don't have to waste money every time you try though, that is true. I only have to sell my soul every time I do hit it. It's like a pact with the devil. Every time I hit it, it's a tiny portion of my soul is being ripped out of my body. Fucking stupid. It's just so dumb.
Yeah, how can I help you? Oh, how can I help you, please? Order to the destruction. I'm only going to talk in that voice for the next attempt. Okay, are we going to get it this time? Please. Please, very please. I just want to kill him. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Doesn't even matter. Phil, does voice acting work? No, I don't. I'm just a cranky old lady. This isn't going to work out.
Fuck. Not gonna lie, I did sometimes think about doing voice acting, but I'd need a lot more practice. I'm I'm not very good at nailing emotions. Gacha games are a weird thing to be addicted to. Waste money to roll a 5-star Nergigante card with fan service. Dude, I do not even want to imagine. I do know there's some art out there. Don't even know if I could call it art, where people sexualize Nergigante. How would you ever get the idea from to sexualize Nergigante? Why would you ever want to see Nergigante with tits? Why? What is so appealing to that? He's a spiky, ugly monster who grows more spikes when you hit him. What is there to sexualize? This is a fail. Hello, R. The real question is, why wouldn't you? You mean gacha games or sexualize Nergigante? Don't say anything wrong, buddy. This might affect your community ranking. If you say yes, why not, you're going to receive -2 points. Sexy Nergigante over gacha. That is an interesting hot take, my dear nutritive apple. Queen female hunter is not enough. I mean, that at least I can understand that. To sexualize a male or female armor set. Even though if you take a look at the Nexus mods, it's quite disgusting. It's probably over 70% of all the popular mods on Nexus mods. It's just full of sexy Cold Turret armor, sexy Valhazak armor, XY sexy armor set from weird anime number 1500 with jiggle physics. Sexy armor with nude, bigger boobs, jiggle physics. It's beyond me. I can get it why. Nah, I don't really get why you would install that. But why do you have to add jiggle physics? Why do you have to make it nude? Can't you just watch porn? Or I don't know. Ask your girlfriends to do something. What do you try to achieve at the first hit? What I'm trying to achieve, I want to do like 400 damage, which isn't very important, but it's just 3 damage I can do until he screams. Then we want to roll through his scream, and then we want to hit the claw uppercut out of that roll on the right side of his face. If I hit his left side, run is over. Kuma mods are the best. What is Kuma? And hey Jay Johnson and Gemini for tuning in. I saw it with Skyrim. But please? Even that, somehow my character managed to grab her onto his left side. I need a drink. Can't Pime is all about these mods. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to judge him. He might just know what his audience wants to watch. It's not the biggest deal if you install them. Like, I'm not going to base you on that. I'm not going to base your personality or just the way you are based on those mods. I just can't understand why there are so many of them. There are always two sides of the coin. People who install the mods and people who make the mods. I'd say over 95% of all the people who download mods on Nexus mods don't have a clue how to mod themselves. So, and I do know these mods have a lot of downloads. It's crazy. And I'd bet people would pay $1 or $2 for those mods. This is... no. What the fuck? Okay, that was interesting. From his chest to the tail. That's how it works. That is how anonymity works. Oh well. Oh well. SNES claw mechanics are really good, but seem really annoying for left and right side. I have to make the distinction between those two. I think the claw uppercut is amazing for casual gameplay, since it offers you to do softening and the claw at the same time and allows you to have an instant soften. For speedrunning, it feels so janky because it's very clunky, and when you're close to the monster, you can end up in various places. What's Sword and Shield is that it's a layered SNS. I'm wearing the Blast Safijiva SNS and just have the Witch SNS layered onto it. If I hit that, he's too small. I don't. If I get his left side of the face again, I'm going to show you why it's not going to work. Just in case you don't fully understand why I need to have his right side. And then I'm going to explain again. I don't know how many people are tuning in and out of this stream. A new development. What? Michel, what do you mean? Ode to the destruction. This is one of those streams where it might have been, it might be a good idea to get a copyright-free playlist, since we don't really hear any battle themes or any consistent themes. It's just okay, I'm going to show you why this isn't. So in this case, for a wallbang, I'd have to slap him 3 times and then wallbang, correct? But then I'd do it like normal. Okay, now he's softened. I didn't have to do that. Okay, now he's going to go rage. Right. Then he does his dunk. Okay. Seems good so far, right? How did he miss that? I don't get it. Okay, we assume he hit me, okay? Now we are back up, and then I would have clawed onto his head, but oh well. He's enraged. I couldn't slap him. I couldn't do another wallbang. Seriously though, what is that dunk aim? I tried to speedrun the same quest you're doing, but eventually gave up. It's so random. At some point, Nergigante decides to become an ice skating ballerina and just slides all the time. The thing is, I don't really have to deal with his move AI. After I'm done with my setup, it's just his HP threshold into getting staggered, into getting tripped, into his HP threshold, and so on until death. The thing is, he has to hit me. I have to hit his right side of the face, and then I need proper positioning. Try to start as much as possible on your left, maybe then, but then you can claw on the arm. Exactly. It's just, it would be a lot easier to try and get a consistent start if he had consistent size. If he was always the same size, I could, in theory, hit his thingy a lot more consistent. I don't think the wallbang is going to connect. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I think I could hit him more consistently if I was able to plan it out better, because then I could try to remember the pixels where I have to stand on, or which I have to stand on. But due to varying size, of course, the point I have to stand on also varies. And then I think I might know at some point how big he has to be in order for the wallbang to hit. But right now I do try to, I want to, fucking hell. I'd much rather try to nail the first section. Hang on, Gemini, I'm going to read your stuff in, your comment in just a second. This isn't going to take very long. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's really just the setup, and that goes for so many non-TA runs. After the first 20-30 seconds, you're basically done. As long as you don't do anything stupid. Okay, he's for sure big enough, right? He has to be, yes. Do you me okay? No, I don't give a shit. Okay, so then we do this. Then hopefully he hits us. Please, hit me.
Hit me.
Okay. Now I have to get his right side of the... Nope. See? Unless this connects somehow. Nope. See, this is why I need to get his right side twice. No idea about this kind of stuff, but wouldn't it be easier if you started hitting his left side and roll towards his right claw up? His right claw. Wait, you started hitting his left side. No, then I'd likely hit something completely else. Most likely his claw, since the chances of hitting his shoulders is so much higher. Bold Camels, hello, just tuning in, good luck with the rounds. Thank you, Bold Camels. Feel free to stay for a few minutes at least. Is Frostcraft good on solo? Even, it absolutely is, as long as you know what you're doing. The more you fight the scripted, the better Frostcraft gets. Or prefer you use... See, the difference isn't big. Unless you're playing with your orcs, the difference is quite minor in damage. If you don't replenish your Frostcraft gauge very often. Shit. And Frostcraft Wired is, for me personally, lots more fun to play around with. There's a very good chance that you'll get more out of Master's Touch or the regular Safijiva set. Since running running Frostcraft more or less requires you to spam Perfect Rush. It doesn't even nearly do as well with regular slashes or the dunk spam. So if you do use Frostcraft, you really want to use Perfect Rush too. And if you're not using Perfect Rush all the time, I wouldn't recommend Frostcraft. Okay, let's see about this one. Oops. I have to switch between your stream and the NASA SpaceX stream. Isn't SpaceX going to launch in roughly 1.5 hours? Don't you have a lot of time till then? A flatmate of mine wants to watch the SpaceX launch, so in 1 hour and 40 minutes the launch should start, if I recall correctly. In my time it's 9 PM at 22, so currently it's 7 PM 46. I mean, just switching sides instead, hitting the right arm and clawing up, hit his left side and claw up. In theory, that would reverse things and you land on the right side. I mean, we can try it. I'm going to try it once. But I don't know if it's actually going to switch up. Also, what is that flaming hand? Yeah, it's the, as Fly said, it's the oolong layered. Okay, let's try it. My brain starts to work once I have to switch something up. Female gets a boring Wolverine claw, yeah. They started streaming around 4 hours before the launch time, but why? Do they provide any valuable information that you can't pass up on? Or is it just, hey, look at all our workers trying to do their job and we're going to record it and live stream it? I'm pretty sure the most interesting part definitely is the launch. I use Frostcraft all the time in solo and multiplayer. As you know, Sword and Shield is hard to master because I can't flinch them very often. So I get much more DPS on multiplayer. I wouldn't say Sword and Shield is hard to master, it's just the way Monster Hunter works. I think most of the weapons, except for like shelling gunlands where you don't do anything but press B on the Xbox controller, or circle, is... Okay, let's try it another time. What the fuck? Okay, let's stick to our script. I don't know what's happening. They started streaming 4 hours, yes, interviews and shows the astronauts getting ready. Oh wait, they're going to launch the rocket with humans in it. I thought it's just going to be a test run on the model to see if it actually makes it to space. Or I assume they did that in the past then. I don't even want to bring this stuff up, but are you guys all from the US? I'm personally from Germany, so Italy is definitely going through a rough time. Probably won't work because you always turn to his right when the quest starts. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it that analytically. Please? No. Speaking of jiggle physics mods, there's a joke one which gives your hunters massive jiggling rear. The size of 2 land shields is worthy to be the 15th weapon on its own. Jesus. Unpopular opinion, I never want to live in the US. I really disagree with the politics. It's not only Trump. I've been following their politics for quite a few years. Way before the Donald Trump situation happened, and I'm really not digging the politics in the US. I never saw how speedrunning would be. It is so hardcore. It's just resetting all the time. Again, if you compare this stream to my other ones, I'm talking a lot more freely than I usually do. Normally I have to concentrate. Right now I feel like I'm just chatting with you and doing nothing else, you know. It's just, okay, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we had 11 seconds of gameplay in this one where I had to think. And that was a good attempt. Where are you from? Me? I'm from Germany. Oh, wait, you're asking Michelle. Probably. To be fair, neither do I. See, that's the thing. You know your place sucks if people don't want to live in it. Nah, just kidding. Personally, my dream place to live in is England, mostly central. I don't want to live exactly in London, but as close so I can visit it often. The only issue I have with England, or rather Great Britain right now, is the Brexit. I think the Brexit is one of the stupidest decisions they could have made. I don't know why you would want to leave the EU. Why? It's yet to... Hang on. We have yet to see the consequences of Brexit, but my personal prediction is that the economy in England it's going to suffer from it. Since it's quite enough to spam questions, what is that flaming hand? It's the oolong layered armor. Once you equip a slinger for the male oolong armor, your ammunition is going to ignite. If you play on a female character and equip the oolong layered, you're going to get a Wolverine claw instead of a flaming arm. So yeah, there's that. Pretty disappointing for female players. Oh damn, the right side, true. And of course no wall slam. Sincere stream. I used to love England too. I would like to go there to work, but now, what is now? What has changed that you can't go to work in England? A bit of what's the flaming hand? Where do you get that from? The Chinese New Year event. I think that was in February, the event. Hello, Nergigante. Oh, this might... I just wanted to say this might be it. Nicht gut. Oh, man. I bet this was it. I just messed the timing up. God damn it. I messed the timing up. Kek W. Thank you for your emotional support, Fly. Thank you. I knew too you thought it was it. God damn it. Almost tempted to make my character a male solely for oolong arm. It's a good reason, and if you I mean, I don't really care if I'm playing male or not. It's just this character can run around like a Dark Souls character. To be fair, you can do that with a female too, but that isn't as much of a symbol for Dark Souls. Come here, buddy. Nope. 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 Made a character female because boobies. My friend, you have very high standards, don't you? I really hope the next Monster Hunter has no loading times between quests. What? Or just to make speedrunning way more comfortable. Then tell me, how would you make this game an open world game without fucking over the performance of the game? I like to know that. You could do it like Dark Souls, but then imagine if you don't have any loading times, you'd have to get from one place to another, which means either walking or fast traveling, and fast traveling would require loading times. And if you couldn't do that, you'd have to manually walk there, which sucks. This is faster if you play on PC. If you play on a console without an HDD installed, yeah, I can get it. 2 minutes of loading times isn't fun. No, I don't PP mad. Ah, Flighty. Please? I think he's large enough too. Oh. Park champ. Positioning looking good. I hope so. What? Damage taken was reduced. Thank you to Divine Blessings. Frostcraft anti-heroics, everyone. I think I have a 15% chance of that happening. Man. Dark Souls is wielding a sword naked and then committing suicide. Just PP a cry, bro. Fucking true. RNG. Thank you, RNG. Thank you so much. Just pleasure. Just so fun. Is this progress or no? I mean, technically yes, but then again, technically no. God damn it. Somebody sent me a message on Discord. I mean, to be fair, I'm not recording anyway, so if I did get a successful run, I'd be quite sad. God damn it. We are 1 hour in, and we haven't gone past 30 seconds. Yeah, it's progress in the reset count. True. Fucking true. What's poppin', Nergigante, bro? Okay. Divine Blessing RNG screws someone by activating for once. What's the current record for this quest? 2 minutes and 39 seconds for Sword and Shield as far as I know. I haven't seen a better one. Gold Crown too close to... that wasn't Gold Crown, I think. Perhaps I didn't pay attention. I do see if it's Gold Crown. Since I have overlay on. I don't even know why I have it on. This one is scripted anyway. Don't really need it. And what is your record? Seeing by how this goes, nothing. I didn't have a successful run yet. Mainly because I do want to stick to this particular strategy, you know? So every time I do failed, I reset. And since I've never gone past it, I've never had any runs. Gemini, well, you have to understand, this isn't gameplay, this is a setup. Oops. Rip. if I get past the setup, it's just going to be a script. And it's just practicing the script, so it isn't related to the monster, it's just related to positioning from there on. Can you play it out, PP Flow? But how am I supposed to play it out? I have my one strategy in mind and I don't know any other strategy. I don't know any backup strategy to go for. That's the thing. Back in base game I hunted so much that I knew what to do. No, I didn't have a successful one before. That most likely would have been a run I've uploaded, because if this is a successful run, the time's going to be under 3 minutes, which is a good run. It's not world record, but it's a good run. And I'm mostly looking out for good runs. And what's bothering me the most is I'm putting in so much more time into this than I ever did in base game. And I don't even get a single mediocre run. I don't even get one run. Please. Yes. Is he going to be large enough? I don't think so. Nope. I mean, we can try to theory craft a different strategy, but it's going to be worse. This is very optimal. And simply because it's so optimal, it's such a finicky strategy. Oh man. God damn it.
Hey you! What is going on? Okay. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this.
Phone, please. Don't act up. But hey, we are getting more consistent with it. That's something, right? We're getting more and more consistently to our goal. Now we only have to get proper size. I might drop this, seriously. I've grinded a total of 2.5 hours and I haven't gotten one single run that is going past this point. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I might have to ask a few people if they know how I might be able to fix the size. You know? Because fixing it would certainly make things a lot easier. I think Silver Crown would be best, since that isn't too large. Yes? No. Man, I really want to upload speedruns. I want to upload stuff that you guys subscribed for. And instead I am spending my monster under time trying to do a world record strategy. How do you stay sane through all the resets? If I play by myself, it's a lot harder. Right now I do have you guys to talk to, and basically keeping my hat off the thought of failing. So there's that. If I wasn't able to talk to you, I'd most likely go insane. We help, yes. Michelle is actually correct on this one. Oh wait, he isn't. Please. What? What is the reason you prefer Sword and Shield over Charge Bit if Sword and Shield got most of their good stuff after Iceborne? I just like it. I can't really explain to you why I like Sword and Shield. It's very aggressive, it's very versatile for the most part. It's very agile, and those are basically the main reasons why I like it so much. Yeah, there's the XD. At this point, this is just a personal screw you message from Capcom. How so? I myself am... Oh wait, I think you meant this as a sort of joke. Before I tried to get all serious. I'm not playing and I'm already tilted. Well, then that's not the point of watching a stream, is it? If you get tilted, then maybe you want to watch something else. Hello. Yes? No? Okay. Manny Garsha, thank you for tuning in. A lot of Sword and Shield haters in the Monster in the World community. I've cursed out... What? I've cursed out a couple of people. I love Sword and Shield. I don't think anybody's actually hating Sword and Shield in this community. My whole channel is about Sword and Shield, so this would be an odd place to be as a Sword and Shield hater. Don't take it too seriously. Sword and Shield is sexy as hell. Those edges. The round shields. Being able to back up Elemental Sword and Shield is the best cause it looks cooler. I do have to say, I do miss Slash Dance. It was niche in base game, but it was useful. Now it's just straight outclassed by Perfect Rush. There is absolutely no reason to use Slash Dance whenever you can use Perfect Rush too, which is basically almost always if you do know the monster fight. Yeah, this... Oh, Paw, he is large enough 100%. Do we have an attempt? No. Since the last patch in PC, it's so strong in DPS and so deep in mechanics. I love is love. The round shield plays a late Sword and Shield without shield. Psst, psst. Except for those people who are mad Sword and Shield perfect rush out DPS their moves. I can totally get that. If you hate on Sword and Shield because perfect rush is an option that basically takes away all other options, yes. You certainly have the right to shit on it, since you have 3 different combos, or if you count the very traditional one, you have 4 different possible combinations with Sword and Shield that you can all mix up with each other. How so? That a single combo outclasses every other one. Doesn't seem good to me. And especially the most clunkiest, the clunkiest one out of the 3. So yeah, I can totally get why people are mad over Perfect Rush. The damage buff was just insane. Before they buffed it, it was pretty bad. Sometimes when you had the opportunity and when the finisher was good to use, so that you can actually use the spacing, Perfect Rush wasn't bad. And it was a good finisher from Trips too. They had to buff it by a bit to make its niche more fulfilling, to actually have that niche applied to every fight. What they did was ramp up the damage so much that its main purpose niche to knock on the monster even further when it's knocked down, to have more DPS during that time, to turn it into something you want to use consistently. What's your favorite layered Sword and Shield of all time? That's a very good question. Witch's Sword and Shield is definitely up there, simply because it doesn't have a shield, and it has special animation. Special animations that look pretty cool too, so you can't really go wrong with that. In terms of design, the Corona, or the Rathalos Sword and Shield is pretty cool. The Silver Rathalos Sword and Shield is also very, very cool. Raging Mercurius also looks super cool. Savage Joe has some cool effects as well. But my favorite, can't really say. If I had to go with one, I'd stick to, for a long time, it's probably the Witcher Sword and Shield. The main issue with that one is that it doesn't fit to every layered armor. If you have a very bulky layered armor, for example, if you use Transmog and you use the Furious Rajang layered armor, which I used in one of my streams, the Witcher Sword and Shield as a layered doesn't fit too well because it's too small in comparison to the size of your armor. What is the elemental dance? I don't know it. It's just... If I'm going to fail this attempt, I'm going to show you the slash dance. It's not elemental dance. But now it's like half rush spam and casual play for me. I mean... yeah. Please? Yes? He's not tall enough, is he? You are too small. Okay. This is the slash dance, just... this is all you do. Let's just fight him. I want some action. Please give me that action.
Bam, bam.
This is not the speedrun. I don't even have heroics procced on. God damn it. And he isn't even tenderized.
Bum, bum. 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 Bum.
At least now we know how to properly dodge his attacks. Boom. Hello. Oh yeah, we did too much damage. Now he wants to slap us all the time. Felrine Heroics has activated. What the fuck is your aim, buddy? Hey, I'm here. He only wants to target my Palico, doesn't he? Okay, that wasn't a speedrun. Let's go back to speedrunning. I use the Master Legendary Bang for its simplicity. Master Bang looks cool. I always liked the Master Bang Sword and Shield design in old games, but sadly, it was never good. Oh wow, first actually fighting, yeah, that wasn't a speedrun. I just wanted to have some fun. Yo, great to see you doing speedruns again. Good luck, bro. Kenneth, thank you so much, bud. I've been live for over an hour now, and we haven't gotten past the first 20 seconds of the actual fight. So yeah, not going too well. It's not even really my fault. I could position better, yes. But I don't feel like I can play a whole lot. I don't feel like I can play this out a whole lot better. You know? After the first wallbang, I can definitely position myself better. And we have to work on that, but up to that point, I don't feel like I'm doing much wrong. Which makes us feel like RNG. Oops. See, that was my fault. Cheb, you'll get it. Not if I quit before it. I am not really down. I don't have to cheer up. At this point, I think I just know I'm not going to get it anytime soon, and I do not want to put in 30 hours of time. Really, I don't want to. Might be understandable.
Good to see you. Thank you for doing our monsters. Bam, 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 bam.
Drum roll, will this be the one? The thing is, I really want to try and practice the script past that point, but I can't get to it. Have you tried speedrunning any other games before? No. But I did speedrun a lot of base game. But I'm not... the thing is, I have played... I did think about... Oops, too early. I did think about speedrunning other games, but those speedruns are like 1 to 2 hours in one sitting, which I really don't want to do. This is where Monster Hunter becomes very convenient, because it's one quest and the run itself doesn't take up more than 5 minutes. And even if you do fail a lot and do spend a similar amount of time, you have a ton of breaks you can take in between. Like, you have no issue at all. Drinking, taking a piss, eating, or just taking a break entirely. It's very easy. What is the best sword and shield for general use in your opinion? The Blast Safijiva, for sure. Whether it's with Frostcraft or with just pure attack or with Master's Touch, it's by far the best general sword and shield you can have right now. Super high raw, good sharpness, a decent amount of blast, especially if you use the Safijiva set alongside it, or just some blast perks through the Master's Touch set. Oops. Yeah, oops. Okay, we failed the scream twice in a row. Still laughing at that one instance where your DB2 procced and goofed around. Well, I bet if it didn't proc, we had a run right now. So no Gold Raffy, no Raging Mercurius this time. Nope. The Safijiva outclassed them pretty much. Raging Mercurius does have... isn't bad. If you need slots for some quality of life stuff, it's better since it has a level 4 and a level 3 decoration slot. But it will deal slightly less damage. The difference is very tiny. So if you need additional slots for whatever, like another perk of Slugger, because why not, then the Raging Mercurius one is better technically. Though I don't know... Actually, I wouldn't say that, because you can sacrifice a bit of raw. Even though, if you play Master's Touch, the difference between Safijiva and Raging Mercurius is very tiny. Bam. Okay. Nope. But at least we got through his raw. His raw. But yeah, Gold Raffian Sword and shit is easily outclassed. It doesn't hold any niche use in the meta anymore. If you do want a poisoned Sword and Shield, for whatever reason, just run the poisoned Safijiva Sword and Shield. I think for elemental builds where you only do slash dance and want a very comfortable fight, the Kajar weapons do have a niche, but for actual meta speedrunning, oh, not really. Not really. Sadly. I think they, for Sword and Shield at least, I know they are very good for bow. From what I've heard. For Sword and Shield, they'd have to have true crit element innately to be viable. For speedrunning. Please, come on. Please. We have a run. Okay, nice. Okay. Give me... Wait. Works too. Okay. My bad. I don't know what to do. This is horrible. Oops, I pressed a tiny fraction too late. Normally you dodge through it and then do a back hop. But that was a good attempt for once. After 1 hour and 20 minutes, we got an attempt. I'm actually glad we got to a good point, but I messed up the rolling in. So what happened there, why it messed up, after I equipped the evasion mentor and he did his dunk again, I messed up the rolling because his positioning was pretty weird. I think he targeted my cat instead of me. That's the only thing I can think about, because he definitely faced to the left of me and not directly onto me. And that messed up my positioning, so I didn't get the evasion boost, and from there on I just did something very weird. I should have just spammed Perfect Rush and hoped it would turn out well. Would have been better. We got past the second wallbang, yes. But that's what I mean, I want to practice the script more, and this was the first time I actually had the chance to. As you saw, I stopped talking immediately. Not gonna lie, it was refreshing to have an attempt. Because now I know it's humanly possible. Shit. But yeah. At least we got an attempt. Now, does an attempt make this a speedrun? No, and you're right. It doesn't. So we gotta do more than just an attempt. Hi, you. Thing is, lately, I'm not even sure if most of my subscribers subscribe for the VODs, subscribe for my old Monster Hunter playthroughs or for my speedruns. Maybe I should do a poll to ask, since I don't know what my community wants. I do want it to grow, and the best way for it to grow is by speedruns, since shit, they get way more attention than anything else I do. But to be fair, I'm only streaming. My other videos I made did get a fair amount of attention as well, especially my guide. And I think if I did edit my videos properly and advertise them properly, I could also grow out my channel like that. But really, I think I don't want to spend... I don't want to be a Let's Player. I don't know. But I'd be very interested to see which people subscribe for which content, or if they just subscribed for the overall package. I don't know, by the way, how long I'm going to stream. I definitely want to hit the 2-hour mark, but from there, I don't know. I'll have to see. Since I still have to finish up an essay today. I don't want to do it tomorrow. What you been up to in summer, bro? Why no more, not more live stream? I live with 6 different people, and I like to game other, and I like to play other games as well. I still have university, and I have to write articles on my free time for hobby journalism. So there's quite a lot of things to do, and we have an attempt. Damn, so many missed. Hit me.
Hit me.
No! Don't tell me this. You dickhole. Why did you turn to the left? If you just did anything else but turn to the left, the wallbang would have connected. God damn it. But yeah, I do live with 6 different people too, and lately during Corona we've been hanging out a lot more. Usually we hang out like once or twice per week, like actual hangout and not just eating together, which we do quite a lot, but more so spending the entire noon and evening and sometimes night together, watching movies, drinking, etc. Since, well, most of us are here at home for the most part, so we do have way more time to spend to hang out. And I must say I'm very grateful for living in a flat sharing apartment in these times, since otherwise I wouldn't have nearly as many people to talk to and hang out with, since, well, you can't really visit a friend every day. And for me personally that would be too expensive, because my friends don't live in the same city as I do, and we have an attempt, possibly. Nope. So I'd have to pay for tickets for the train or for the bus a lot, and over the time that gets very expensive, let me tell you that. But I do plan on camping with a friend hopefully next week near a lake, which we've been to 3 or 4 times the past summer, and it's lovely there. I'd absolutely love to go there, since, well, I need to leave the house more often. Since my university is all online, writing my articles is online, writing my homework for university is online, streaming and gaming is on my PC, so in my room, and watching movies is also in our living room. So there's not a whole lot of going out. Oops. But Kenneth, if you don't mind me asking, what have you been up to? Since I know various people are spending their time very differently during the times of Corona. Yes, 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 yes. Please? Please? No. Don't we all want to leave the house nowadays? Which university do you go to? No offense, but I do not want to tell. I don't really want to reveal my location. And the visitors came, I think. Oh, my flatmate came back from inline skating or whatever they did. Some activity. Now I just graduated from university, bro, looking for jobs now. Can't say it's been too great. Good luck, buddy. I know it's not super easy to do something currently. I mean, you could apply for a part-time job as, I don't know, for data banks, etc. Just to get some income if you really want it. And then drop the job once we are done with Corona. Man, I'm getting lucky with his right face side. But not getting too lucky with his size, shit. But yeah, good luck with job hunt, Kenneth. I hope you're going to get one soon enough. What did you graduate in? Damn it. I'm currently studying philosophy and German language science, so I can write better articles, and my plans for this summer were to do job practicing. I think that's what it's called in English. Job practicing at many different places, such as the papers, radio, etc. for 3 to 4 months to gain some experience in other branches of journalism. It's hard because I'm an international student, so I can't work unless it's my field. Well, then my best luck goes out to you. I shall spend my prayer this evening in your honor, even though I don't pray. He isn't large enough, is he? No. But I think we got it 4 times in a row. Bold comments, I'm in civil engineering fields, and yes, I have been applying to both full-time and internship. Okay, some visitors came. Gotta leave, good luck, have fun. Ivan, thank you for tuning in and have a great weekend. Hopefully see you the next stream. I don't know if I'm going to speedrun on stream again, since if I do only run Tempered Nergigante, it's going to be the same stream again. I can 100% ensure you. But when we are getting pretty consistent with this right face, perhaps I have finally figured it out. Or I'm just getting lucky. Simply because I've said that we are going to miss it this time. 100%. Are you looking into journalism? Yes, I've been doing hobby journalism for over 3 years. Quite successfully too. Oops. Oops. I mean, it still worked. Hang on. Oh, okay, hang on. What? The hits didn't connect properly. I've been doing hobby journalism for over 3 years now, and quite successfully too. I don't really want to show off, so I'm not gonna. Just so you know, I do hobby journalism, and I've done quite well. And it's been so much fun that I want to pursue that. I haven't planned on doing it. I just got an opportunity that I didn't have prior to that. I've tried it out and I've stick to it with for 3 years, so it's just one door opened and I've taken that path up to now, and I do want to go that path. It's been very, very fun, even though I had my moments, as most likely everybody else had in their life. If they pursue something that they do hit a rock in the road, or just something that's in their way. Okay, I assume why I'm getting this so consistently now. After my roll, I have to tilt slightly to the left. But yeah, I'm looking into journalism. If you have connections and somebody needs a journalist, hit me up, buddy. What I can say though, I don't want to work for the media, for the common media that spreads fake news. I don't want to work for bigger companies that put 50,000 ads on their websites. Not something I look forward to, most likely to the left. Yes, that's what I've been saying, Jin. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. I assume you aren't very busy at this moment, or are you going to stream later on? Tell me, Jin, what are you doing right now? Let's go the world's in need of good journalism, that is true. Modern journalism it's dead. The vast majority of journalism nowadays is just shit. Some are good, but then some journalists are good, but work for companies that have very, very suspicious websites, or they have to write about very boring, very, very boring subjects. But there are definitely some, but again, the vast majority is shit. Again, we have a run, so gotta focus. Okay. Yes? Yes? No. Right. Wrong side. I'm just kicking it, bro. Good luck on the run today. Thank you, Jin, but I've been running for 1.5 hours and I've gotten one attempt that got past the setup. So when I say a setup is a very inconsistent, Jin, next time, instead of trying to mock me, you can trust me. How about gaming journalism? That's what I'm doing right now. If you're wondering, I'm writing reviews for weekly content. It hurts me to see the extremist journalism that seems to be prevalent right now. Journalism has a very, very weird place. Fuck. Journalism today is very weird since it has to be... take this with a grain of salt, but most journalists have to be a bit biased towards the gender thingy, since if you do talk negatively about it, or if you make critical comments about it, people on Twitter will rip you a new asshole. Like really, it's insane. Hang on. At least we're getting more consistent. Gods activated. Wrong side. God damn it. Really, I think that a very, very major issue for journalism in today's age is all the controversies. Not if you talk about them, just people online ripping you a new one. It's insane. If you say something wrong, Twitter is going to be all over your place and going to make sure your career is over. It's been done several times, and it's going to happen many, many times in the future too. And really, someone needs to get a grasp of this situation, because it's insane. The gender debate is really going out of hand. And those who are helping spread the fire of the gender debate really don't seem to be very self-aware of that. Which is a shame. It's definitely a debate you should have, since, well, it's something that sort of affects everyone. But in the way it is done is just beyond me. Yeah, I think I got it down. Now we only have to hope for size, and then not fucking up from there on. But I'm glad, because after 1.5 hours I'm finally starting to get consistent. So yeah, to that. But I don't really want to talk about the gender debate all that much, since I think it's best to avoid stating your own opinion on it. Otherwise you'll easily get into drama, and I don't want to be part of drama. Progress, yes. For once I've actually made progress, I think. I think we are getting there slowly. Very slowly. But it's still very inconsistent. Just less inconsistent than before. Which already is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, this should definitely show you how speedrunning is done in Iceborne. Maybe not for all the weapons, or maybe not for TA rules, but certainly for sword and shield. Yeah, this works. This 100% works. This doesn't though. Oh man. I hope to some of you, at least, this has been sort of interesting to show you the other side, since not too many watch speedrunners, and most speedrunners don't stream them speedrunning. They often stream themselves just playing the game, like I do. Most speedrunning is done offline, and not too many people get the insight to it. I always appreciate when speedrunners actually speedrun themselves, trying to achieve their goal. But then again, it's often That was my bad. It's often at the same time not too fun to watch, because after 2 or 3 streams watching the same run being unfold over and over again, it's just the same. And I gotta be honest there, I wouldn't watch myself play 2 hours trying to get an attempt on a monster, you know? So I'm 100% certain that some of you at least think, okay, it's just going to be the same reset all over again. He's going to miss it. The monster's not going to hit the wall. So I think I'm fine with watching 20 minutes of this and then moving on. I can't blame you for it, because I do it too. Gotta be honest, I do it too. So yeah, I don't think I will stream too many monster speedruns. I might do it for a new project. So if I do ever decide to speedrun Savage Joe, for example, I do my first set of... god damn it. I'd stream my first set of speedrun attempts too, just so you get insight into different speedruns, and not only one. But I don't think I'd stream 2 sessions. I gotta reply to someone. After this attempt I will take 10 seconds. Gimme. Let's see. Whew, the ledge almost screwed me over. I think he's large enough. Right. Please? Yes. Ah, shit. We're not going to deal enough damage, are we? We do. Okay, good. Ah, I'm too close. I think I will hit wrong. Oh, perfect. Okay, nice. But I didn't even deal any KO damage, so gotta have to see. Yikes, so many hits are missing. Okay. Nice. See, why is he tilting to the left? I don't understand. And I'm dead. Never mind. Just try to... Oops, too early. Ah, too early. Hang on. Okay. No, bold Kamets, this isn't a run. Any progress so far? Yes, we are getting more consistent with the very opening, where I have to connect to the right side of his face. And so the first wallbang we are getting a lot more consistently now, since after my roll and after the claw uppercut, the first step I have to tilt slightly to the left, so my actual jump into the air goes to the left and connects to his right side of the face. Then Size can screw us over. Past that, we can get to the KO pretty much all the time, which hasn't happened a whole lot. And then from there on, I'm very inconsistent, but that's mostly due to me not really being there a whole lot. I've got there 3 times. See, I didn't tilt left this time, which was my bad. How do you normally dodge that attack? Proper positioning. With Sword and Shield you can roll through it and then do a back hop. Or you can position correctly and run into it and then do a back hop too, which saves more time. Bad. Thank you, Dorian, for your input. Very, very constructive as always. But I'm glad we're at least getting to these points. Now, what I'm not understanding is, when he does his dunk, he sometimes tilts into a different direction. For example, why this run failed again. I was standing still, and he should have dunked onto me, but instead, he dunked away from me. Now, I was able to go from there, but it didn't proc my evasion because of it, which is a damage drop. And I still should use poison bombs, which I'm not doing right now. So yeah, he's weird. Ah, his claw pushed me. Cope more, but I'm not even coping. How am I coping? Tell me. I'm not even shut the fuck up. Hang on. Okay. Again, my apologies. I'm just trying to get second opinions on what I could do. Perhaps somebody knows a slight trick. A trick or two in order to make this better. But I don't know many Sword and Shield runners. In fact, I don't know any specific Sword and Shield runners. Some people pick it up occasionally, but not like all the time. Bum 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 bum.
Hello, darkness,
By the way, why I haven't used a single poison smoke bomb? I'm just too dumb. Normally, you use them in between his roars, where you can't do much anything anyway. He's not tall enough now. I need a drink. So yeah, by the way, if you have any questions, just let me know. If there's anything about the run you don't particularly understand, or why am I doing something the way I do, just feel free to ask. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'd play offline. Or you can ask me anything personal too, I don't give a shit. Okay, so we are getting more consistent, but I think we will have to start trying to notice when he's large enough. Like this, I think this is large enough. I don't owe you a pizza. Yeah, this is large enough. I don't... Why should I owe you? To donate? Okay. Ah, I'm dumb. My bad. But I was running with temperament on my first tries. It burned cause I helped you. Only one half burned, not the entire pizza, and you still ate it, so it wasn't ruined enough for you to not eat it. Hehe. So I don't owe you anything. I might owe you an apology. So, Dorian, I apologize for your half-burnt pizza. I hope that's enough. Oh man, this is a gold crown. Let's see if this is even going to work. He might be way too large. Bing. I already apologized. Damn, he is big. Jesus. No. Very close to the ledge though, Jesus. Okay, I don't think gold crown does work either. So it has to be in between close to silver crown and close to gold crown. Anything taller or smaller than that isn't going to work, it seems like. Sadly my overlay doesn't show me the exact size, but only the crowns. So might have to grab a different overlay so I can save some time. Not a whole lot, but some. This is a tiny crown. We can already reset that. God damn it. Too tiny. Okay. At least we know what I have to attempt and what not. If there's a tiny crown, either silver or gold, I have to reset if there's a gold crown in if there's a huge gold crown, I have to reset as well. So yeah. Nice times. I may have to try to snack myself a modded crest of this, where the size is fixed. So I can at least have a 100% RNG proof opening, which will save a lot of time, trust me. I'm pretty sure we spent over 70% of our time resetting for proper size, and me fucking up. Easily. Oops. Like this one. It feels good. Wait, what? Sorry, I completely missed that, Dorian. What feels good? The apology? I hope so. It came directly from her heart. I 100% meant it. So, if it didn't feel good, I'd be very, very, very sad. Disappointed, sad, depressed. The whole package. Bum, bum, bum. Man, I miss base game speedrunning. In 2 hours, I would have easily gotten several runs. That is bad positioning. Yeah, my bad. So many people coming home. Jesus. Yo, what's poppin'? I'm back. And immediately after streaming I have to write. I have to finish my article. The second half at least. And you know why I have to do it? Because I am bad at planning my day. And it's pissing me off. Because after streaming I love to just chill. Because I feel like, okay, I'm accomplished. I've done my best, quote unquote, my best. I've tried, what the fuck? I've tried to entertain people. Now it's my time to rest for the day. And now I have to write something. And tomorrow, when I get up, I have to write 2 essays for university. Yay! And this is also a fail, because his head pushed me into his claw. Because I was too close to it. Yay! Okay, this is what we're going to do. We are going to do 5 more attempts. 5 more, and then I'm going to go offline. So perhaps in those 5 attempts we're going to get the run. We'll see. But I can certainly tell this isn't... People don't enjoy this as much as a regular Iceborne stream. Simply by how many people are tuning in. So next time is going to be a regular Iceborne stream again. And hopefully we're going to get a Latvian soon. I know they delayed it, but we're close to a month of delay. And I'm not sure if they did post any ETA on when they're going to drop the update. If it isn't on the 4th of July, I'm going to be very disappointed. At least you can solo anything with no cards guaranteed. Did you watch my last stream where I had to do Furious Rajang? Büchse, greetings! Hoffentlich geht's gut. Büchse, if you don't know what's going on, we have been doing speedruns for 2 hours now. And it hasn't been going all that well. The first 1.5 hours it was very, very inconsistent. Now we did make some progress, but it's still very inconsistent because we have to rely on the size and me not fucking up. The best we got him down was half HP, so middle of the run. That was our best attempt so far, and it wasn't too bad, but I still messed up a whole lot, since the thing is, I might have to, for actually practicing him, I might have to, excuse me, in order to practice the second phase of the fight, I might have to just play offline, do him normally and then do my usual thing, the second phase, just without heroics, since as of right now I can't really practice the second phase of the run all that well. See, Sai screwed me. Since we don't get there too often. So very likely once I get to the second phase I'm going to fail because I don't have any practice in it. So yeah, Büchse, this has been a difficult stream for me, and we have done 3 attempts. Okay, let's do 3 more. 3 more attempts and then we're going to call it a day. And yeah, Büchse, you sadly tuned in to the end of the stream. But you can always watch the VOD if you really want to see me failing. Which I don't know if that's what you want. Perhaps it's exactly what you want. Perhaps I'm wrong. At the end of the stream I'm going to explain my set again, so if you just tuned in and don't know which skills I have or why I'm rocking or what I'm rocking exactly. I'm going to explain that in after the next 3 attempts. Come on. Yes. I think he's large enough too. Please. Okay, we got an attempt. Nice. Shit. I got dropped off quite to an awkward spot. Okay, now let's actually use these ones. Okay. Now I want to hit this right side of the face. Rip. We hit the wrong one. I have to hit this right side of the face twice. Just came back from work. I brought some luck for you. Should be no problem now. Oh, that's sweet. Where's that luck you're talking about? I need it right now. Oh, well, complete any quest guaranteed. That's better. That's more appropriate, young Venice. But yeah, last stream Furious Rajang was absolutely horrible. I wonder how people get used to so well to playing combo weapons. I forget about everything around me. Oh god, I can't read. I forgot about everything around me when I'm in a flow chart. Every time I try Charge Blade and think it will click this time, it goes awful. That's just muscle memory. That's really nothing but muscle memory. Full Steam community, hurt me, please help. Sorry, I don't want to help you in that specific area. I think I will grant you insight into how to avoid getting hurt by the Steam community. Step 1, you don't even open the tab. Step 2, you do something else. Here you go. I hope this will prevent it in the future. I basically stopped paying attention to the monster, and my muscle memory has inertia, which makes me do things I really... Shit, sorry, I was trying to half-ass it. This doesn't count, so 2 more attempts. Sorry. I basically stopped paying attention... Fuck you, type. I basically stopped paying attention to the monster. And my muscle memory has inertia, which makes me do things I really should not. I'm pretty stupid, so what is inertia? Inertia. Is that some kind of disability? Is that... I don't know. If that's an actual thing, I wouldn't mind if you explain it to me. I'm pretty certain, though, if it's nothing serious, if I have to assume it's just you fucking up on your own, then you just have to play more. There's no real tip to give somebody to how to always land your combo or how to always nail it. And I don't even think that Charge Blade or Sword and Shield are even one of... Okay, this doesn't count either. I wouldn't even say that either Sword and Shield or Charge Blade are super complicated in terms of performing a combo. That's just my own 2 cents. I did play some Charge Blade in World, holy shit, as for the Team Darkside stream. So I know some of it, and it didn't seem super complicated. Definitely seemed more complicated than Sword and Shield, but not like impossible. I do think proper bow gameplay or dual blades gameplay is more demanding, since they need proper stamina management as well, which we don't need. Charge Blade and Sword and Shield don't really have to watch out for their stamina unless you're really going into the rolls or blocking a ton, which I don't think you are. So we don't have our stamina gauge go down every time we do an attack, every time we move. We don't have that. Ooh, that was bad. Okay, one final attempt. One final attempt to... I might have to explain a few things again. I think inertia means Trägheit. Might be. What am I doing? So in case Osiris, if you are watching right now, it's the best opening because I get 1 stack of the for softening. I only have to slap him once. He can't fuck me with any of his moves, and since I only slap him once, we get the opportunity to wallbang him a second time. Why don't I just do a straight wallbang, because I think it's going to miss. Or is it? Okay. I think the positioning for him is going to be super awkward. I do want to try just doing a straight wallbang now. I'm going to try that. I do want to know what it would be like if I just did a straight wallbang. Okay, let's see. So, if straight wallbang would be better, then I wouldn't have to worry about the size in the first half. And I wouldn't have to worry about hitting the wrong side of his face. Which does sound tempting. Fuck off, come on. Okay, we're not going to try it on stream. Anyway, we have done plenty of attempts today. 2 hours of speedrunning. So again, this is our set. Guts Charm, so I don't die from his attack. Divine Blessing can screw you though, so gotta be careful. We did had it happening once out of the few attempts, 15% chance I think. In our Impact Mantle we have 1 Stone Throw Jewel, so we can get 6 Torch Pots, which allows us to get 6 pots, as I said, and per wallbang you're only going to use up 5, so you can do 2 wallbangs without having to collect ammunition a second time. Flighty, welcome back, but we're going to end the stream. And in both mantles I have a Tenderizer decoration, since we don't need it in the main set, since we are going to wear mantle all the time. The Safijiva's Nest is just maximized for raw damage. For equipment attacks, because we're going to hit our attack cap, so equipment attack is better than skill attack. If you don't know what I mean, you have to look it up. But yeah, that's pretty much our set, if you do want to replicate it. I thank all of you for tuning in. And it's been a weird stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Nergigante speedruns again. Next time we're going to do some normal gameplay, and hopefully we're going to get Alatrion at that point, which I doubt, but it might happen. Until then, please stay safe and stay at home. And I'm going to see you next week, so have a pleasant weekend. Until then, see you and goodbye. Thank you. Love you all.